Well, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening. Um, I'm going on about an hour and a half sleep. Um, I want to thank everybody for the prayers. Please pray for my parents, Butch and Naomi. Uh, they're grieving a lot right now, and uh, I don't know. I've been reflecting a lot today about forgiveness and about my relationship with God. Uh, Wherever my sister is, whether she's asleep, till the resurrection, or if she went straight to heaven, I know that she's going to be with my nephew, with my grandma. Uh, my sister was a wise woman. She really was. She had a mouth. There was a time when that woman had a mouth that would make a hell's angel blush. She had the filthiest mouth of anybody I've ever known. But, with age, she matured, and, she raised me. I mean, she was just 22 months older than me, but when my parents got divorced, she was the only one that was there to make sure that, I wished behind my ears and did my homework, and she helped me with my math homework. Mom was at the bar, or just absent, emotionally absent. Um, my sister had a large part in me forgiving the man that raped and murdered my stepmother. I remember about I told the story about when I wrote him the letter in 2007, and they sent it to the prison and read it to him. About 6 months before that, my sister said something that I will never forget, and she impacted me more than what she knew. At the time, I didn't want to admit it because I was angry and I didn't feel I was ready to forgive yet. But she said something I'll never forget. We were sitting out on my dad's porch one day, and she said, that man is just like us. And I said, oh, how dare you lump that murderous trash in with us. Don't lump him in with me, you backstabbing Judas. Oh, I was mad. I wanted to slap the face off of her, but she was right. She said, our mom didn't breastfeed us because, that was for women who loved their babies. But she said he nursed from his mother's breast, just like everybody else. He skinned his knee as a little 5-year-old boy, just like us. He loved his first puppy, just like us. And he was born to be a child of God, just like us. Jesus died for his sins, just like ours. And she said he was not born to be a killer. He was born to be a child of God. And we all need to view people like that. I've been... when I grieve, I have a hard time eating. I listen to sad songs. That's what helps me cry when I'm kind of like in shock because a death is sudden or something. I listen to sad songs, and my mom was like, I don't know why you listen to that dumb song. That song, I'd Be Better Off in the Pine Box by Doug Stone. My mom's right. That song can make a happy person want to kill themselves. I listen to songs like that, but I've been listening to a lot of praise music too. And I've been thinking, me and my sister, I don't know if you've all ever seen the show Touched by an Angel, but there's an episode that Muhammad Ali guest starred in. It was called Fighting the Good Fight. It's about two boys. Their names are Stephen and Tim, and they're a lot like me and my sister. Every time I see that episode, I think of me and Robin, Big Robin. My daughter's a Robin also, so that nobody's confused there. But anyway, Stephen and Tim remind me of me and her. And I told her when she had her surgery last year, back in August, I said, We made peace with, I made peace with her, I should say. I told her what Tess told that boy in that episode. I said, I know you were rough on me, a lot rougher than most older siblings would be, but I know that you were hurting too. You were abused too, and you were just trying to survive. So, I mean, I have to stop and think, how would I feel if I was a 9-year-old child and had to become a mother at the age of 9? So, but I guess what I'm trying to say is there is no insult, no wrong, no transgression that cannot be forgiven. If I could forgive the man that raped and murdered my stepmother and stuffed her body in a bedroom closet for her to decompose for 2 days in the Texas heat, if I can forgive that, we can forgive anything. If Jesus can forgive us for all that we do, we can forgive our sister-in-law because she called us a slut. Or, my sister, our sister, well, her husband stole money from my husband, or she called me two-faced, or whatever. Don't let so much time pass between that, those wrongs or perceived wrongs or whatever, that you think that it's too late to make peace. Because it's never too late. And if you do, you just may live to regret it for the rest of your life. I think it's weird yesterday that when I called her, she was waiting to be transported down here to UC Hospital, and she didn't know that she had an aneurysm. She didn't remember our family dog, but she remembered that today was my birthday, and that's actually kind of beautiful if you think about it, because I don't know, maybe that was God's way of telling me, your sister may have been really cruel to you at times, but I know my sister loved me. I know that now. And just, I don't know, just please don't let, I don't mean to ramble here, but don't let so much time pass, and don't think that even if you're right, and the other person was wrong, who cares? Who cares? Does it really matter? Does it really matter? Just make peace with that person. And I'm not saying that you have to hang out with them and be the running buddy, and but make peace with them. It'll do your heart good if you find yourself, and we all do at some point, a time or another, if you find yourself in my situation. Because no matter how mean my sister was to me sometimes, and I remember I was 9 and she was 11, and she had been picking on me all day. We were still living at the big house. It was before my mother remarried in 1978, and my sister was being really, really crappy to me that day. And I told her, I said, I hate you. And she said, you can't hate me, because like it or not, I'm the only mommy cop. And I'll never forget that. And I'll never forget her. And I just wanted to say those things and tell you all, thank you for the prayers. It means so much to me. My youngest daughter, I don't know what her problem is. See, she's going to regret it one of these days. Here, my sister dies on my birthday. She hasn't even called me to say, gee, Mom, are you okay? She found out 3 days before Mother's Day that I had cancer. I didn't get a card, flowers, a call, a screw you, nothing. Nothing. And that's something that she's going to regret. I made mistakes in my past, and I fell at her feet and threw myself around her ankles begging her for forgiveness. I've done it for the last time. I can only do it so many times. But anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all. And thank you for the prayers. And I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye.